Oh, what is going on YouTube? It is Complexity, and I am back with some more Maphra coverage. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Fauzia Unethical. I probably said the first name wrong, or the name wrong. Fuzia, I'm not entirely sure. But just like we did with the last one, I have never heard this song before. So we're going to be reacting to the original song first, then we're going to be reacting to Maphra's coverage. If you look on the timeline below, you'll be able to see where the intro is, the first reaction, and then the second reaction is. If you're only here for the Maphra reaction, go ahead and click ahead. I understand. If you've not heard either one, or if you want to see my reaction to both, let's get right to it then.
Vertigo in your arms. One second you hate me, then it's false alarm.
Vertigo in your arms. Vertigo is a condition where you're unable to like stand up straight and you like fall over. So vertigo in your arms, I'm assuming it's like you can't hold the person, they're gonna fall over. You're not what's the word for it? You're not physically capable of holding a person up. Ooh.
That's just what you always do every time. Watch me when I break and say it's paradise.
Ooh, okay. Watch me when I break and say it's paradise. Ugh. Yeah, you got like a mass. You're like with a masochist or a narcissist or somebody who's taking pleasure in your pain. Ooh, that's a. Oof. This is sounding like a either a breakup song or a
Set my body aflame. Lock me up and close the door when it rains.
Oh man. Ah, that's a fucking bar. Set my body up in flames, lock me in the side when it rains. In other words, you're just being tortured.
Maybe it's my fault I put you up so high. Darling, I think you can make the devil cry.
Ooh, darling, I think you could make that devil cry. I mean, we've heard stuff like that before, but set you up on so high. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes that is something that we do, and I think that is also something that we have to, as people, have to reflect on. Sometimes we put people up on pedestals so high up there that they're never gonna be able to, like, they're never gonna be the person that we envision them to be. They're never gonna be the people that we have put them on such a high pedestal for. You know what I'm saying? You have to have realistic expectations of a person. And of course, this has nothing to do with a person who has presented themselves as that high of an individual, but we have to also be realistic when it comes to being in a relationship with somebody, regardless if it's romantic or platonic. You can't have such high unrealistic expectations of a person and then be upset when they don't match it. And I think that's something that a lot of hurt people do, where they'll have a big expectation of a person who's able to do all of these things for them or be that person for them. And then when they don't reach that expectation, we are then hurt, but we're also hurting ourselves. Not to say that, not to say, not to get too much into like relationships and everything of that nature, but I do think that it's good to have a healthy expectation of your partner.
And I've been waiting for the sunset, waiting on a sorry, but you're never sorry. Are you? No.
And this isn't really sounding like she put the guy or the girl on a pedestal too high. This is more so sounding like she stuck in a relationship much longer than she should have, went through a lot of shit, tore herself down in an effort to go ahead and have this person, have some sort of life with them. And, say, just waiting on a sunset, waiting to hear a sorry, but you're never sorry. I want to say too, though, that angelic voice is insane. Waiting on a sorry, but you're never sorry, are you? Oh, if you're a longtime fan of the channel, I love inflections. I love people stretching syllables. I love how people playing with sounds and words and their vocal ranges. Like, I love all of those little intricacies. So this song is fucking awesome. It's angelic. It's not mystical, but it's definitely I'm trying to find the right word for it, but let's continue.
You don't even care. Can you stand a watch?
just like that, or like, you don't even care. Can you stand to watch? Obviously, I'm not a fucking singer, but you understand what I'm saying. The vocal range of it. Can you stare to watch? Like it's going like back and forth. Watch. Oh. Mm. Oh, breaking my bones just to hold you close, tearing off my skin just to let you in. Honey, you are in a bad relationship. You're in a bad, in other words, you're breaking yourself down. You're tearing yourself apart for this person. Sometimes the healthiest and the most loving thing you can do for a person is to love them from afar. We end up, enabling a person to do certain things, to treat us certain ways because we don't put a stop to it. We don't walk away from it. And then the other one, tearing my skin off just to let you in. Like have you never felt like that before, where you just ripped yourself apart to the smallest you could be, to the most vulnerable you could be, just to try and feel that connection with the person, just to like bring them in just a little bit, to try to just have them see you, essentially, and that's why I say sometimes the healthiest and the most loving thing you can do for a person is to love them from afar, because it is both healthy and loving for you and healthy and loving for them, because sometimes people just need to fall in order to be able to rise. Oh, this woman has an insane voice. I don't know what it is, but like, obviously it's because of the difference in our vocal cords between men and women. But women have like such an insane ability to have different ranges with their voices. And her and Maphra both are insane. Maphra's is lower and more guttural, whereas hers is more higher and like angelic. And like, it's almost like she's able to put her own like reverb on her voice. Have you any mercy, baby? Like she can put that reverb. Like she doesn't need a tool for it, Tell me if I'm not giving you enough. If you ever love me, let me go. Tell me if I'm not. Tell me if I've not given you enough. If you've ever loved me, let me go. Man, I feel like I'm commenting more on relationships, on like what she's the subject of her versus the actual song. It's an amazing song, but it's true though. It's true, because sometimes we're in a relationship with a person to where we don't, we maybe they don't tell us that we can go, so we feel obligated to stay. Sometimes you kind of have to let a person off the hook. I've been the person on both ends where I've had to tell somebody, hey, you're off the hook. Like, I know I'm a fucking mess right now. And if you want to go, if you have to go, that's totally okay. Like, there's no reason for you to be in this relationship, in this partnership, whatever, because I am not what you need right now. I am not what you want right now. And it's been the opposite too, where I've been the person with somebody who just wasn't all together, and therefore I'm, stayed around longer than I should have. But the music, the visuals, fantastic, amazing. I don't know what it is, got me wrapped around your cold fingertips. Maybe it's my fault, I can't walk away. Maybe I just thought you'd feel a little shame. Oh, I've been hold on. Maybe I just thought you'd feel a little shame. And I think that's something that holds people in these very toxic relationships. Maybe I thought you'd just feel a little shame. Maybe, waiting for that I'm sorry, waiting for that change, waiting for that realization of the way they've been treating you. And eventually, there's a reason they say you don't know what you got until it's gone. So sometimes it's best to step away for a person to realize what they've actually done. But I love her voice, man. She's just floating on the track. You One thing I will say is that she has a very long hook, but I'm not mad at it. Oftentimes, I enjoy a shorter hook just simply because I feel like artists will put a long hook in a song just to pad the runtime so they don't have to write nearly as much. But when you have a hook like this that flows throughout the entire song and the sound stays the same, maybe it's a little higher, maybe it's a little lower, maybe it's a little faster, a little slower, something of that nature, but it doesn't affect the overall sound, because oftentimes a hook you'll have a beat change to it, like a slight beat change, a slight increase in BPM. You'll have maybe a drop or a high and a drop and a high, or it's high the entire time and then it drops and then it continues. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of very short, for a very short period of time, it takes you out of the original song, and then brings you into like a hyped up moment, and then boom, goes to the next song. Anybody who's listened to rap, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This hook here, though, it just flows straight with the entire song. Her voice, everything is just flowing through it. So I'm not mad at the fact that it's long. And see, that was like a combination of 3 different hooks all right there, and it sounded amazing. Well, not 3 different hooks, but the hook repeated like for 3 different times. That was a masterpiece. That was insane. That was awesome. That was absolutely amazing. Now time to see what Maphra does to the song. Did she get a new camera? It's looking, maybe it's I don't know. I feel like it's a new camera. Huh. Let's see what, I don't know, maybe. All right, Maphra, what you got for us? Now, I will say, one thing that I think will be different in Maphra's coverage is that in the original, the girl she has highs and lows with her voice, but not with the song itself. So I like with the soundtrack, I should say, right, instead of the vocals. I wonder if Maphra will keep the same or if she will change that.
Vertigo in your arms. 1 second you hate me, then it's false alarm. That's just what you always do every time.
And I love her voice, man. She's got that control where it's different because it's deeper. Like she has a deeper tone in her voice.
Watch me when I break and say it's paradise. Set my body aflame. Lock me up and close the door when it rains. Maybe it's my fault I put you up so high. Darling, I think you can make the devil cry. And I've been waiting for the sunset, waiting on a sorry, but you're never sorry, are you? No, you don't even care. How can you stand and watch?
Ooh, but now she's raising it, right? Now she's raising it.
Sorry, but you're never sorry, are you? No, you don't even care. How can you stand and watch?
Oh, that right there, that range, that control, that watch.
You don't even care. How can you stand and watch?
Can you stand and watch that? Like, the way that she's just able to, ooh, while I'm like,
Never sorry, are you? No, you don't even care. How can you stand and watch while I'm breaking all my bones, trying to hold you close? Got my head right out my body.
She has such control of her voice, man. It's such control. I love the high, the low, the high, the low, even with just words that she's elongating, that she's stretching out. You know, watch body, da, da, da. Like it's like she's hitting different points as she's going up and then coming back down.
Hold you close,
Because like you could hear, can I hear you close? Like that's high.
my head right out my
Right out like that, and then it goes from high to low.
body.
Body, not to make her sound like a goat, but body,
Tearing off my skin just to let you in.
just to let you in. Like she takes it, she goes high, takes it low, adds a little reverb to the voice.
Isn't it a bit unethical? Got me on my knees. Have you any mercy every time you
Ooh.
hurt me, baby?
Ooh.
Tell me, have I not given you enough? If you ever love me, let me go. I don't know what it is. Got me wrapped around your cold fingertips. Maybe it's my fault I can't walk away. Maybe I just started feeling a little shame.
Oh, feeling a little shame. And I like it. And I don't even think that, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that that's just like her normal decibeled voice, that the lower voice. I don't know if maybe she's adding some inflection to it, adding a down pitch to it, like to make it not a down pitch as in like on a computer, but you know, we can go high up and we can go high down, or we can go low. You know what I'm saying? Like we can add our own pitch to our voice. Some of us are better at it than others, of course. So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know if she's adding a deeper pitch to her voice or that's just her normal speaking voice, but regardless, whatever it is, I like the tone where it's a lower and then it gets higher and fluctuates throughout the song.
I've been
The other girl did amazing, fantastic. They're both amazing artists. One, it's just two different sounds.
waiting on the sunset, waiting on a sorry, but you're never sorry. Are
you?
No, you don't even care. How can you stand and watch?
And the way that she does that and the watch is like, ugh.
I'm breaking all my bones, trying to hold you close. Come on, right out my body, tearing off my skin just to let you in. Isn't it a bit unethical? Got me on my knees. Have you any mercy every time you hurt me, baby?
And you know what I like about this? Obviously, she has other covers where she's not like screaming or where she's not really loud. But I like but like what I like about this cover and about other things that she sings what are like this is it proves that her talent isn't just in high sounds, right? It proves that her talent isn't just in projecting her voice and screaming and being loud or anything. Like she can control her voice too. That she can have these lower tone oh my god, she can have these lower toned or I guess lower energy songs and still be fantastic, still have the control that she does. She can sing her at a higher pitch at certain parts, lower pitch at certain parts, but she has a controlled song here, right? Whereas doomed is boom 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 up down all over the freaking place, right? And there's some artists who can do one or the other, and there's artists that can do both. And it's awesome that has the skills to do both. Some people, you listen to them and they try and do a slow song, or they try and do a controlled song, a song that's not, like a hip hop artist trying to do a blues ballad isn't always, it's going to be a little bit harder, right? Because that's just not their sound. That's just not their voice. That's just not what they do. And it's awesome that she has the ability to do both.
Tell me have I not given you enough? If you ever love me, let me go. Let me go.
There it is.
I'll let you go. If you let me go.
I knew I knew she was about to go out, like, do a Maphra on this, man. I was waiting for it. I was waiting to see whether or not she was going to, like, add that umph to it.
On the sunset, waiting on a sorry, but you're never sorry, are you? No, you don't even care.
Hold on.
I've been waiting on the sunset, waiting on a sorry, but you're never sorry, are you?
Oh, that sounded like sounded like she was about to cry. Are you are you like, ooh, ooh.
Waiting on a sorry, but you're never sorry, are you? No, you don't even care. Can you stand and watch? I'm breaking all my bones, trying to hold you close. Come
Oh, you guys know I love that. Breaking on your boat. Oh, I love a punch, man. I love it with a fucking, that's that Maphra voice punch just breaking on my bone. Oh my gosh, she is fucking insanely talented.
Can you stand and watch? I'm breaking all my bones, trying to hold you close. Come on, right out my body, tearing off my skin just to let you in. It's not a bit unethical.
Oh, dude. Tearing off my skin. I'm sorry to everybody who's just listening there. But that breaking on my bones, tearing off my skin, those inflection, that passion, that passion, that pain, that anger, that sadness, that happiness, that joy, whatever it is that someone's putting into it, that just punches you right in the freaking ear hole, man. Oh, god damn, she is insanely good with that control. That breaking up my minds, like, that is just, is magnifique. Tearing off my skin. Oh, just the way that she's able to do that, the tearing off my skin, and that the way that she is able to do all of this in succession, right? Highs, highs, lows, guttural, punching in, grit, back to a high, a low, grit, punch, up, down. Like, it's just a complete spectrum of skills that she is able to tap into on in just a moment's notice. And I think that's gonna be like her biggest asset when she starts making her own music, because we have her sound right now. This is her sound. This is how she sounds, right? So once she has music that she created that means more to her than these other songs, right? Because it's her own words, it's her own voice. We are truly going to see the flourishing of her sound. And I'm not, I don't want to sit here and say that her sound is unrefined at this point in time, but it's her sound on other people's words. So it's 50% her. So when we have 100% her, as in her words and her sound, Maphra the artist, Maphra Maphra the up and coming, Maphra the artist, Maphra the icon, Maphra the whatever you want to say will fully be developed at that point. And well, I don't want to say fully be developed, but you know what I'm saying. Like we will see Maphra in her entirety once we start getting that original music that I cannot fucking wait for.
Just to let you in, it's not a bit unethical. Got me on my knees, have you any mercy every time you hurt me, baby? Tell me if I'm not good enough. If you ever love me, let me go.
Oh my god. Man, it sounds like she's singing that at somebody. Not to me, not to you, but to somebody. Like she's got a picture in her head of who she's singing that at. Oh man. I was truly wondering, you know, what she was going to do, how she was going to add her sound to this song. After hearing the original, and like I said, that song flowed through, like stayed pretty much the same. It had its highs, it had its lows. The girl, she had her like certain inflection points in her song and everything, but it's nothing like this. She wasn't going up and down. There was no guttural. It was just a single sound flowing throughout the entire song, you know, and it worked. It was great. It was fantastic. And having known Maphra's other covers, I was wondering how she was going to integrate that guttural sound, the grittier vocals, the low vocals, the high vocals, her punching in skills with certain aspects of her voice. And it didn't disappoint. Did not disappoint. Everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Amazing artists, the both of them. Just love them both. I can't wait to see more of what Maphra does. We will definitely be covering it here. And by we, I mean me, my microphone, in my computer. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed that, leave a like, leave a comment down below and let me know, who do you think is better and why do you like the one artist over the other? Maybe you've only known Maphra, you don't know the other artist, because that's essentially where I'm at. Just tell me, give me your thoughts on both artists, give me your thoughts on both songs and everything of that nature. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. If you want to see more, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, guys, catch you later.